What does ice cream have to do with B-roll? Stay tuned and find out. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the importance of B-roll when it comes to audience retention and its impact on your YouTube videos. Let me just, oh yeah, and then I'm also going to be showing you how to shoot some B-roll with this little guy. What is happening, people of YouTube and also people of Instagram and Twitter, because I am probably going to be sharing this with all of my social media platforms. So if you have not yet, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram right here and my Twitter right here. And I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do that. Do you do it? All right, let's go. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, welcome back to my channel where I help you with the basics of filming and editing to up-level your video production and tell your story. Alright, so today's video is going to be all about B-roll, so let's jump right in. What is B-roll? Just from the name of it, let me know what the very first thing that comes into your mind, no matter how ridiculous it may be. Leave it down in the comment section below and tell me what you think. Alright, so what is B-roll for real? Where can you get it? Can you get it from a sushi restaurant to eat, like a sushi roll? Is it even short for the term barrel roll? The way I like to think of it is that I think B-roll is the sprinkles on the ice cream sundae. Sure, you can eat vanilla ice cream on its own, just the way it is, and it's good and all and tastes good, but that's just like filming yourself on an iPhone, talking for 10 minutes straight, uploading that straight to YouTube without any edits. But if you add a decent amount of sprinkles and even a little bit of chocolate fudge, it would taste so much better. So basically, the vanilla ice cream is going to be your main footage or your A-roll, which usually consists of you talking to the camera like what I'm doing right now, and the sprinkles and the fudge is your B-roll, the footage that I use to supplement and complement your A-roll footage. Alright, so in sit-down videos like this, the B-roll is going to consist of video clips related to the topic of your video. In vlogs, however, B-roll mainly consists of shots that give more detail about the story that you are trying to tell. Alright, so when it comes to shooting B-roll for a vlog, you want to think about the shots and the angles that tell your story about where you are. And if you are going from one location to another, you want to get the B-roll that takes your viewer through the action of you moving from one place to another. Alright, so as you can see, slow motion has a huge effect on how cinematic your B-roll sequences are. I love using slow motion, and I even use it so much that I even slow-mo footage that aren't meant to be slow motion. And if you're a little bit confused about that statement, let me explain. Typically, when you are shooting B-roll and you want that super smooth slow motion clips, you want to shoot at a frame rate or a frames per second of at least 60 or more. That gives you that seamless slow motion effect that you see in a lot of my cinematic sequences that I have in a lot of my videos. But there are also times when I forget to shoot in 60 frames per second and I have a whole bunch of files that are just 30 frames per second. And when you go and try to slow-mo those clips, they get a lot choppy, almost to the point of the clip being unwatchable that it hurts your eyes if you watch it for too long. So if you try to slow-mo 30 frames per second footage, it might look something like this. And when I told you that I slow-mo clips that aren't meant to be slow-moed, this is the type of footage that I'm talking about. Alright, so if you want to know how I turn that 30 frames per second clip into a silky smooth slow motion video, make sure you hit that like button below. And if this video gets to 15 likes, I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on that for you. And if you have any ideas on how I did it, leave it in the comment section below so you can probably help some people out, because I know there are some video editing experts out there. I see you. I know you guys can definitely bring some value to some of the viewers that are more beginners. Alright, so before we move on, let me show you some B-roll footage of how I prepared my YouTube video filming setup with my Canon G7X. Alright, so that's enough B-roll for now. And the reason I'm saying for now is because you can never get too much B-roll. Alright, pro tip. If you shoot B-roll today, that doesn't mean that that clip has to be used on your upcoming video. It is actually smart to archive your extra B-roll footage, so in scenarios where you are in need, you have this whole archive of extra B-roll that you've shot in the past. Nobody is going to notice if you shot your B-roll today or if you shot your B-roll 3 years ago. So definitely take advantage of that. Now, let's dive into how B-roll impacts audience retention on YouTube. Whether it's a vlog that you're making or a tutorial you're currently creating, you do not want to extend any clip for too long, or else you'll run the risk of boring your viewers and having them click off of your videos. Man, this video, so for example, if I started off this video with me rambling on and on for days without any cutaways or supplemental B-roll, then I'm sure 90% of you would have clicked away 15 seconds into the video. And for the 10% of you, you're the real MVP. In order for you to retain a higher percentage of your audience, you need to use B-roll as pattern interrupts. So pattern interrupts are disruptions in the pattern of your video in order to send signals to the brain of your audience that tells them there is a change of pattern in what they are watching. There are an endless amount of ways to accomplish the addition of pattern interrupts onto your videos. You can add memes, you can zoom in and out, you can add short video clips of stuff you find on the internet.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Make your dreams come true!
It can even be as simple as question titles that I put on the screen. All of these supplemental media are considered B-roll in your video because they are not the main meat of your video. Or should I say, they are not the main vanilla ice cream of your video.
Okay.
They are the toppings, the sprinkles, the fudge that make the video engaging and fun. My rule of thumb when adding B-roll and other pattern interrupts is you are going to want to add at least one pattern interrupt for every 15 to 20 seconds of A-roll footage. This way, your audience's brain will subconsciously understand that your video is consistently engaging enough for them to more than likely stay throughout your entire video, or at least the majority of your video. Make sure you hit that notification bell down below because in next week's video, I'm going to be teaching you the different ways to use green screen to tell your story for your YouTube videos. I hope you learned at least one thing from this video in regards to B-roll, and if you did, please leave that one thing in the comment section below.
Do it!
It really helps my channel grow, and remember, once this video gets to 15 likes, I'm going to go ahead and share with you how I turn my 30 frames per second footage into seamless, smooth. That's all I have for you today, and I will see you next Monday.